Hey Taurus, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the month of September, and of course any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And of course, if this reading does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So be sure to check your moon, rising, Venus, or Mars if that's the case. Alright Taurus, so as usual, I'm going to be pulling just your individual energy for this reading. This is not about love. However, love can definitely come to the forefront. So keep in mind as to what may appear in this reading. I'm going to start by pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. And I do have a couple other decks to get a deeper insight of what you need to know during this time. So I have the Higher Self Oracle and the Lightworker Oracle. So let's go ahead and get started. Right. Let's see here. Oh, we have a card popping up already. We have the Death card falling out. I'm not going to take it yet, but just keep that in mind that maybe you are going through some transformations and endings and beginnings during this time. It's all for your own good, though. All right. So we have, actually, I don't feel like I was ready yet. Give me a second. Okay. All right, let's go. What's going on with Taurus during this time? What is at their center? What is at the center of Taurus? We have the Two of Swords. All right. So we have Libra energy. So you could have that in your chart. What is crossing? Sorry, my table is shaking as I'm shuffling. Okay. What is crossing this energy? Is it going to tell me? What is crossing Taurus during this time? Wow, the Four of Swords. Okay. So, more Libra energy. What's crowning you is the Queen of Cups. So you could have water sign in your chart. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What is rooting them? Okay, definitely Cancer. We have the Chariot here for what's rooting you. Recent past. What is Taurus's recent past? We have Strength, so you could have Leo in your chart. What do they need to know? Whoa, Page of Wands. Okay. And at the bottom deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like in this time, you've been trying to work on yourself. You've been trying to build yourself up. After a period of perhaps heavy transformation, you're just trying to pick up the pieces of whatever you feel like has ended in your life. There is some sort of indecisiveness behind you, though. It could be because you're having to let go of the past and needing to look forward. And there's a part of you that still wants to make the past work, but it's okay to let go. And I feel like you're working on that. You're working on trying to let go of the past, things that are just no longer serving you. And although it's not easy, it's also not impossible. Like, you're learning how to do that. Maybe in the past you weren't as strong in terms of trying to let go of these energies that are just no longer in your favor, whether it's people, whether it's your old habits, things like that. But you found the strength, because we do have the Strength card here. So you found the strength and you're building on it. You're showing up every day, doing the work is kind of what I feel there with the Page of Pentacles. And even though maybe you don't have other people to look up to as role models in that situation, you're taking the necessary steps to know what it is that you need to do and continuously do that. It's like studying type of energy. Okay, but what's at your center is the Two of Swords. So there is some sort of indecisiveness in your energy right now. Again, I feel like you're caught between two worlds. It could be the past and the present, or the past and the future. And as much as you know that the past is no longer serving you, it's still hard to let go of it. right? It's like you don't really want to face the music. It's easier to ignore the situation because that makes it feel like it doesn't exist. So there is this energy of ignoring the situation, but all that is doing is refraining you from healing and doing what you should be doing ultimately. And I feel like you know the answer. I feel like the answer is to definitely look forward and not look back. But again, it's hard for you. I feel like because you know that once you let go, you have to start doing the healing work as well. And maybe you don't want to go through that. Maybe it's too hard. So let me see what this Two of Swords is about. What are they caught between? Strength. Yeah, you're caught between being strong or falling back into your weaknesses. It could be a person. This person could be your weakness. 10 of Pentacles. It's having the strength to persevere and know your worth and not taking anything less than that. And I feel like maybe what you thought was once your 10 of Pentacles with someone, or the idea behind that, is no longer fitting the picture that you expected. So now there's this need to let go of any expectation, let go of what you once thought was that type of security that you were looking for, and just let the universe take care of it, right? Let the universe handle it instead of trying to have control over it. But we have strength popping up here twice. So definitely some strong Leo energy here. And also just a double confirmation that you are trying to be strong during this time. But there's also this need of it being okay to be emotionally vulnerable, right? And I do feel that with the Queen of Cups over here, that you want to be emotional. You want to be vulnerable, you want to be sensitive, you want to let people know how it is that you feel emotionally in your heart space, but there is this need of always having to be the strong person, always having to be the bigger person. And I feel like that's the kind of world you're caught between here is, should I be vulnerable and open, or should I continue being strong and not letting anybody in? It could be family issues with the 10 of Pentacles over here. Doesn't have to be. All right, so what's crossing you is the Four of Swords. So yeah, there is this need to heal, right? And I feel like the only way you're going to heal is to bring those barriers down, bring the wall down, and do as you ultimately want to do. And I feel like your highest hope here is to be the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you do want to be emotionally sensitive and open, or maybe this is you wanting this from other people so that you can have a comfortable space to do that in. But right now, that's your struggle. You're not able to find a place where you can truly heal, and maybe that's why it's easier to put up this wall, because no one is making it easy for you to be open and emotional and sensitive, things like that. So I feel like you need to heal yourself and work on that, but maybe your surrounding environment just isn't helping you. It isn't giving you the space to do that. However that resonates for you, for whatever reason, right? So what's crowning you is the Queen of Cups. So again, like I said, you want to be emotional, you want to be sensitive, you want someone to understand you on a sensitive, on a intuitive level. Maybe you don't want to explain to people how you actually feel. You want someone to just pick up on it. You are Taurus. I know Taurus aren't the most emotional open book, but when someone is able to read between the lines, you really appreciate that because of how hard it is for you to open up. Okay, so let me see. I feel like somebody wants this Queen of Cups to save the day, whether that's you or you wanting someone to do that in your life. Yeah, see, we have the Devil and the Five of Wands. So I feel like this is all the tension. This is all the upset stomach feeling that you could be having during this time because you're not able to heal. You know that love conquers all, but it could not feel, it doesn't feel realistic in your life right now. I don't know what you're telling yourself, what people around you are telling you, but there is a lot of parties involved here that are refraining you from being in this energy of feeling emotionally balanced. Okay, we have the Six of Swords over here. So there is this need of wanting to move on to calmer waters, to let go of this mess here with the Devil and the Five of Wands. There is a lot of dark energies that you're trying to heal from and you're trying to move on from. Maybe it's your old ways, you know, like slipping back to your old ways. And as much as you'd like to leave that life behind, temptation knocks and you slip back, right? Which is fine. I feel like don't be so hard on yourself when that happens. If you're actively trying to be a better person and that happens, don't beat yourself up. It's going to happen. Okay, but not doing anything about it is a different story. But I feel like here you are trying to work on that. You're trying to heal that. Okay, again, whether this is someone in your life or you're that person in somebody else's life that's trying to heal the situation here, but the healing has been blocked. It's very difficult to persevere. There's something in the way here with the Devil and the Five of Wands. There's like just really dark energies. It could be addictions. It could be fighting addictions, battling, stuff like that. And the Queen of Cups is trying to save the day here, but this Devil is making it very, very difficult. Okay, so what's rooting this energy, though, which I like, is the Chariot. So there's going to be some type of success here in moving forward. I feel like because you're actively doing the work, you're actively trying to move forward, right? You see, he looks very determined. This energy is what's going to get you out of this funk, out of this toxic cycle, perhaps, with other people. And I feel like you're going to move forward with or without whoever is holding you back here, or whatever those types of habits that were holding you back. You're trying to move forward. And I feel like you actively doing that, moving with decisive action, is going to get you out of this. And it's going to help you heal. It's going to help you see the other side, the bigger picture here. The Hangman. Yeah, there's a need to look at things from a different perspective, but you are doing that. You are gaining the enlightenment during this time. But if you feel a little bit stuck, that's because you're still trying to figure it out, right? The Hangman does represent a divine pause. So there is this stagnant energy, but I feel like it's for a good reason. It's for a good cause. Because as soon as you have that light bulb moment, you're going to move forward without any complications. But right now, you're still figuring it out. But I feel like you definitely know what to do, but there's this energy of still trying to see things from a different perspective so that you don't come back to this, right? So that you don't repeat this cycle anymore, right? King of Swords, I feel like you are being hard on yourself, but in a good way. I feel like you're disciplining yourself. And in this disciplinary mode, this is what's making you move forward and see the other picture and not be stuck in that toxic cycle over there. Right. So yeah, it could have brought you a lot of heartbreak, whatever this is, a lot of pressure. See, but you're starting to recognize that. You're recognizing that this cycle with the Devil and the Five of Wands is no longer serving you. So you have to do things differently this time. All right. So recent past, like we talked about, is the Strength card. I feel like this is when you finally realized, like, okay, I need to get my shit together. I need to be serious with myself. What do I have to do here in order to move forward? And I feel like that same strength that got you out of this toxic cycle is continuously getting you out of it, right? But there is also this, I don't know, I'm kind of sensing like you were constantly trying to be strong and move forward, that you don't really have this space to be emotional just yet. Maybe because you know, you're still trying to be serious with yourself, or you're still, I feel like you're trying to get shit done. And in that energy, there is no time to be sensitive. So I feel like once you're done doing that work where you have to be strong, you're hoping that you can finally be sensitive and vulnerable and open to whoever you feel safest with, right? So let's see, what is the Strength card about? Six of Cups. Yeah, see, it's like having to be strong about moving forward and leaving the past in the past. Yeah, here's the Death card. Reemerging again. So confirming that whatever you were holding on to, whatever you were trying to make work, it was just time to let that go. And it was very hard for you to do that, but you knew that that was in your best interest to let go of the past. Maybe you reconciled with the past, and however that resonates for you, whether again it was someone or again something that you do in your everyday life. And there is a need to be strong and tell yourself, this is the last time we're doing this. This is the last time we're going through this cycle with this person again, or this habit of mine again, because it's time to let it go. It's time to allow the transformation to occur. And again, as hard as that is, you know that it's what's necessary, but it's still difficult for you. I feel like you haven't quite found the coping mechanism, I guess is a good way to put it, to heal from this. But you know ultimately that the hard part is over. You rip the band-aid off in a sense here. Now it's trying to let the wound heal on its own, right? What you need to know is the Page of Wands. So I feel like the only thing that's going to help you get past this is to take things in a lighthearted approach. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you go back to your old ways, for example, or, you know, just don't be hard on yourself. I feel like you recently ended a really significant chapter in your life, and it's been difficult for you to let go of it completely. Yes, you know you have to let go of it, but I think you're still healing on letting go of it 100%. So I think while you're still working on that, try to take things in a more lighthearted approach. Don't be so stuck on that. Don't be so attached on this ending, because that's what's holding you back from healing and seeing again the bigger perspective, which again I do feel like you are getting to that point. But what's going to help you continuously move forward is to take things more lightheartedly. Have fun with your life. Don't refrain yourself from pleasures. You know, it's okay to enjoy yourself. Even if you were the one at fault for whatever happened, or whatever it is that you did that you carry this kind of guilt, it's okay, because as long as you're actively trying to be a better person, that's all that matters. Let's see, Page of Wands. What can you tell me about that? Five of Swords. Oh. You may have to keep fighting though for what you believe in, because I feel like it's the people around you that could be influencing you, and that may be what's difficult to say no to. Like, for example, if you have like a drinking problem and the friends that you hang out with, that's all they do is drink, and then one day you just switch up on them and they're like, well, you think you're too good for us, and you have to put yourself first. I feel like that may have to happen for some of you. Okay, and other people are going to look at you weird or selfish, but let them. It doesn't matter what they have to say. You know what's best for you. But I think that's like a small message for someone, because ultimately you're trying to find your happiness, right, in healthy ways, not this unhealthy way anymore. All right, Taurus, so I'm gonna leave that reading there. Let's just finish it off with a couple decks here. So I'm going to start with the higher self oracle and see what comes up for you. What messages need to be addressed here. You are safe from all harm. Beautiful. So you could be feeling a little bit unsafe or a little bit inadequate. Maybe you feel like, again, other people may hurt you, or if you feel like you've hurt others, you're safe from any harm. So there's no need to carry guilt or feel like something bad is going to happen. Ooh, past life gifts, abilities, and skills are awakening. See, and that could be what was triggering this ending, because you knew that that was no longer serving you, and something inside of you was trying to awaken. And this is why we're here now. This is why it's like a tower. I feel like you may have had a tower moment recently, and now you're trying to pick up the pieces. Timing is off. Yeah, see, and things could be feeling a little bit uneasy, like you don't really know what's happening. And I think that's why you could still be attached to the past, because you're kind of in limbo. You're kind of like, okay, well, if that ended, then where do I go now? What's next? Right? But just know that everything is happening in its divine order. If things feel a little bit off, it's because they need to right now. There's something you have to look within yourself to feel that balance again. Okay. All right. Yeah. See, Phoenix rising. So things are definitely shifting within you. All right. So I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to pull from the Lightworker Oracle, and hopefully my voice doesn't give out, but I'm going to pull one card and read from the guidebook. I know some of you guys enjoyed that last time, so let me try it again. Beautiful. We have Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. We have number 9, so that could be a significant number for you. Okay, let's see. Number 9. All right. Divine Feminine wisdom empowers you to grow into your vision, your dreams, and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Perhaps you envision a very different life for yourself to what you are experiencing now. This wisdom reminds you that you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you are willing to grow into what you desire, to become what you seek. Surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams, and instead allow life to guide and nourish you through your experiences each day. The universe supports your divine destiny and is helping you become all you are meant to be. When the wisdom of the Divine Feminine reaches for you, the message is clear. You are in a process of becoming more of heaven on earth. Sometimes there are growing pains alongside the joy such growth brings. You may feel concerned, thinking your pain is an indication that you are failing in some way. You may judge your suffering as a sign that you are not operating at a high enough frequency. Yet, how many spiritual masters upon this planet have endured great suffering, as well as experiencing tremendous love and joy in the fulfillment of their divine destiny? Growing pains are just part of the feminine path of creation, of breaking through what has become too small for you. There is joy in the eventual freedom, but the act of breaking through can feel painful at times. When things are difficult or you are feeling doubt, when you feel the need to do something that scares you and challenges you at the depths of your being, you're experiencing growing pains. They will pass and you will benefit from the growth. However, you need to know that whilst this difficulty is in your life, the divine is very much with you, encouraging you, believing in you so much that it will deliver a tough lesson. You can handle it for however long it needs to continue, and that won't be forever. This oracle brings you a message about how much the Divine Feminine loves you and wants to help you grow with the least struggle and the most peace. If you don't listen to her, instead choosing to believe in fear, you may be terrified of your growing pains. You won't be sure if they will ever end. You may doubt your ability to turn adversity into triumph. You may lose faith instead of trusting that life has your best interests at heart and that you are capable of meeting any challenge that arises. Instead of trusting, you may believe the world isn't safe. This can keep you paralyzed in self-defeating, self-harming patterns. While these may give you temporary familiar satisfaction, ultimately these patterns mean you will continue to struggle and suffer under the weight of addiction or emotional pain. You deserve so much better than that. The Divine Feminine speaks to you now and promises that if you are willing to show up to your life each day and trust in the circumstances before you, she will guide you into your most beautiful divine destiny. It is safe to trust her. She wants for you only the best and most beautiful life journey, one perfectly suited for all that you are and all that you can be. Your heart beats in perfect rhythm with the heart of love at the center of our universe. Trust your heart and trust life. All is progressing beautifully as you are guided ever deeper into your divine fulfillment. Invocation. I call upon the wisdom of the Divine Feminine and I ask for the blessings of nurturing, development, evolution, and growth into the best and most beautiful divine destiny for me. Through her loving grace, I am guided, protected, and assisted to become all that I can be. With gratitude and trust in the flow of my life, I relax and take the journey. As I do so, I help to bring calm and consciousness to the world for the greater good. So be it. Wow, Taurus, that is beautiful. I feel like that basically summed up what we talked about here. So there is a lot of healing energy occurring, and yeah, it may feel weird and it may feel distorted, but just know that this is all part of your divine plan. So don't doubt yourself, don't fear what is no longer in your life. Something so much better is coming, and you just have to have faith and trust in that. All right, so beautiful reading, Taurus. I hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get reminders of when I post. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.